talk about. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. We just left Ponferrada on our way to
Villafranca.
Well, that walk down the hill yesterday was hard. It ended up being very hard. In fact, both of us are hurting big time today. Knees, feet, everything.
Thighs.
I don't know if it was a tide or even more difficult than walking down the hill to Roncesvalles. But man, we thought we were conditioned. But anyway, when you do it, you get ready and or do what a couple friends of ours are doing, and that is they're going to do the uphill one day, and then the next day they're going to do the downhill. You're going to stay in a little town in an albergue
called Abio, A-B-E-L, I think. But there's a town at the bottom of the hill, which was 3,000 feet, by the way, descending, called, how do you say it?
Molina Seca.
Beautiful town with a river through it, cafes right next to the river. You can swim in the river if it's hot. Just wonderful.
Fabulous. And we thought
Stay there.
We thought since there are only 800 people, it'd be a little podunk town. So we went to the big town and missed all the fun. And in our big town, there was some sort of festival, so there was nobody around. Closed, nothing going on, graffiti everywhere.
Just a very forgettable city.
And bypass it, don't stay there, in my opinion.
Mine too.
So,
grapes today?
Walking through grapes today should be an easy, I don't want to say that, easier than yesterday run. And the sunrise is just about to happen. Coming into a little town, hopefully get some breakfast. But other than that, the terrain, again, on the way down, from a walking perspective, was advanced intermediate to terrible.
It's not Mount Everest, but it was pretty hard.
No, just nothing was flat, all rocks, shale veins that you're walking in, and yeah. So anyway, lessons learned for yesterday.
Stay in a smaller town.
Yeah, well.
Don't always opt for the large town. It's not always the better deal. And take water on your trip that you're going from Robinal to Molina Seca, because there was only a couple of founts. And
depending on the weather, if it's hot, you'll be drinking it, you'll need it.
Yes.
Okay.
Adios.
See you in a bit. A little different scape than what we're used to. We're now walking through vineyards, which is really nice. It's still going to be really hot today. It's about 10:30 in the morning. It's already, oh gosh, in the 80s probably. But from what we hear, for the next several, maybe 100 kilometers or so, we'll be doing a lot of grape field vineyard walking. Anyway, bet you'd like to see this. Hey y'all, this is a kind of a warning caution piece from between Cacabelos and Villafranca, which is about 5 miles or so. You think you're not on the Camino because there is no path. There's only one sign right here at the very end. And the road, there's nothing. There's a road and about 6 inches.
And lots of traffic.
Lots of traffic. It's a narrow road and everybody's driving really fast. So, and a couple blind corners. So,
just be aware of that.
Be very aware. And there was some false marking up at the top before the past couple miles, that a bunch of yellow arrows to the right, and those were incorrect. Poorly marked, and just the most dangerous road I think I've ever walked on. So between those two areas, be very, very careful. Talk soon. Yeah, I mean, that's the widest it's ever been. That's actually pretty good. And then you come here, you got a couple arrows there, and then finally that. 2 or 3 miles void of that. And of course, right as we make a right, everything kind of widens back out to a walking path. But those past couple miles were brutal. We left you just a minute ago when we talked about that road that goes over there, way over there, And over to that house, that's this stretch here. It's about actually probably a mile and a half. But anyway, I just want to show you also the terrain, how it's changed.
So
From the meseta, which was nothing but wheat fields and cow pies and sunflowers and everything else that poops on the ground, to this.
Beautiful grapevines.
Beautiful grapevines. Just got
Hills.
rolling hills, and we're I think gaining a little bit of altitude because it's cooling down again. But that's the hillside or the ridge that we have to walk over next. So thrill a minute. Anyway, grapes, love it. Okay, something else that hopefully the sun's not wiping us out. That you need to get used to on the Camino, and that is bugs in your face and the smell of whether it be animal or human poo. It's always there. So from bugs,
flies are big in Spain.
Flies and
They're very
bees
popular.
and probably 60% of our walking time or more after say 10 in the morning, you constantly within every 15 seconds there's something in your face. And when you're going down through the meseta, through the wheat fields, there are these little tiny black gnats, and there's like 10 of them. They'll sit there and kind of just go all around your head. You can never catch them. They're always there. Can't swat them away. And then when it gets really hot around 2 or so, they seem to disappear. Maybe it's a siesta for them too. But early morning, nothing. But from 10 until late, the little black ones till 2, you always have bugs in your face.
And don't forget those lovely flies. They're all over everything.
Everywhere. And this, back to the smell of rural life. I don't know what they have for a sewer system, but you can go from, like right now, it smells pretty good. And you can take 10 steps and it smells like, I don't know, a cow farm or a big poop pipe or outhouse that's been sitting in the sun for a week is right next to you. There's a bee bug laying on my hand right there. So anyway, another lesson in, I guess, tolerance. So, see you later. This is the view from our second story balcony from the Hotel San Francisco in Villafranca. What do you call it? The main city square, Plaza Mayor. And perfect city, nice little place. Everything that's going to happen happens right here, along with all the little kids that sit over here and talk all night. I'm sure they're going to keep us up. But yeah, very nice. And it's about 10:30 at night and still very bright. Sunday. And tomorrow we're heading out. We'll catch you in the morning.
It's not big.
Hi, I'm Moritz from Germany, and I started my Camino in Le Puy. That was 2 months ago, and I'm on the road like for 1,200 kilometers now. And I can only say that it's a great experience for me. But the people shouldn't start at St. John Peter Paul, because I saw the people and young people were going like old people afterwards. And if your feet hurt too much, just get a beer. Yeah, pretty much, but the guides can prepare you for what you experience on the Camino, and doing 30k, 40k, sometimes even only 20k, it will hurt.
Yeah.
But you'll push through it and you'll be proud of yourself afterwards.
Well, was there a reason that you chose to do the Camino for such a long time?
I had so much time on my hands, and I just wanted to get some distance from home and sort of to clear my head and think about my life.